Good morning students. Today we are going to see our third lesson, more about plants. This is the part 2 of our lesson, that is the germination and dispersal of seeds. In this part we are going to discuss about how the seed germinates from the soil and how the seeds get dispersed from the parent plant. Okay. Germination of seeds. Germination. What do you mean by germination? The growth of seed into a baby plant is known as germination. The growth of seed into a baby plant or seedling is called as germination. So a new baby plant will grow from a seed. That process is called as germination. Stages of germination. This germination process is not done in a single stage. It is done by multiple stages based on the plant. Okay, let us see the common stages of germination. This stage 1. First, the seed is sown in the soil. First we should want to put the seed in the soil and water the seed. That is the stage 1. After some days, it absorbs water that helps in bursting of the seed coat. Okay, bursting of the seed coat. What will happen? We will daily water the plant, water the seed. So the seed will absorb the water which we are pouring in it, and it starts to grow. And what is happening? The seed coat will starts to burst. The seed coat is nothing but the outer covering of the seed, thin layer covering of the seed. It protects the seed. Stage 3. First, the baby root comes out and grows down and help the seeds to anchor the soil. First, what is coming out from the seed? The baby root will comes out from the seed and grows downwards towards the water and helps the seed to anchor the soil. So, the root will firmly fix to the soil to help the plant to stand steady. Okay, so this is the stage 3. And stage 4, next the baby shoot will comes out and grows towards the sunlight. The new plant which has the small root and the small shoot is called as the seedling. So the new plant is called as seedling. And stage 5, the shoot forms the foliage leaves. These leaves grow and start prepare their own food by the process of photosynthesis. I'll explain each stage in brief. Okay, first the stage 1 is we are going to put a seed in the soil. That is the stage 1. If I want to plant a tomato plant, means I will put the tomato seed in the soil and I'll water the seed regularly, and the seed absorbs the water in the soil and it starts to grow. So what is the result of it? So the seed coat will starts to burst and the baby root will comes out. The second stage is bursting of the seed coat. Okay, and the next one, stage 3. First, the baby root comes out and grows downwards and helps the seeds to anchor in the soil. First, what is happening? First, the baby root only comes out from the seed and it goes down in search of water to help the seed to stand steady in the soil. And stage 4 is next the baby shoot comes out. The shoot means is nothing but the parts above the soil is called as the shoot system. So the baby shoot comes out and grows towards the sunlight. So the plant will stand straight towards the sunlight. And the new plant which has the small root and the small shoot is called as seedling. Okay, the plant which has a root and the shoot is called as seedling. And the stage 5, the shoot forms the foliage leaves. These leaves grow and start prepare their own food by the process of photosynthesis. So after that, what is happening? The plant will starts to grow and the plants will have the leaves from the stem. So it will able to prepare their own food in the process of photosynthesis. These are the 5 stages of seed germination. Now look at the picture, you will get an idea. See, first this is the shoot system, this is the soil, and these are the layers above the soil. This is called as shoot, and the layers below the soil is called as root. Okay, and the parts below the soil is called as root. First we are planting a seed in the soil, and after we are watering the seed. What is happening? First the root comes out. This is called as the embryo. Already we seen in the parts of the plant what is meant by embryo. Okay, embryo is nothing but the new plant, new baby plant is known as the embryo, and the embryo first comes out from the soil. After that, this brown color layer is called as the seed coat. This seed coats will slowly starts to remove from the seed, and the roots will come out. First the root only will come out, not the shoot. See, look at the picture. First the root is coming out, and the root will comes out and it will fix the seed in the soil. See, look at the picture here. The root is fixing the seed in the soil, and the next is the shoot system will comes out. This is the cotyledon. I already said below the seed coat there is a layer called as the cotyledon, which stores food and energy to the seed or the growing seedling. So what is happening? Slowly this seed coat will be get removed from the seed, and this layer will starts to grow. See here, look at this picture. It is having a large root. See, the roots are growing a little larger, and in this picture the leaves come out from the cotyledons. This part is called as the cotyledon, and first the leaves comes out from the cotyledon, and these leaves are called as foliage leaves. The leaves which comes out from the cotyledon is called as the foliage leaves. See, this is the cotyledon, and after this stage the plants will grow into a big plant, and this cotyledon will fall down. Okay, and after that what is happening? This leaf itself will start prepare their own food by the process called as photosynthesis. Okay, photosynthesis is nothing but preparation of the food with the help of sunlight by the plant is called as photosynthesis. Now we are clear about the germination of the seed, stages of germination. First we should want to sow the seed in the soil, and after that the root will comes out from the soil. We should want to water the plant regularly, then only all these will happen. If we won't water the plant will not grow. And the next is the seed coat will starts to burst and the root will comes out, and after that the foliage leaves, the cotyledon and the shoot system will grows up, and the next is the foliage leaves will comes out, and after that the plant will grows into a big plant, and it will prepare its food by the process of photosynthesis. Now are you clear about the stages of the seed germination? Yes. Okay, shall we move to the next part? Okay, dispersal of seeds. Okay, so already I said there are some factors which damage the growth of all these seeds in the same place. Okay, so what is happening? Only few seeds will grow in the same place of its own kind, and the remaining seeds will be get damaged by some natural factors. I already said the sun, wind, all those things I said. Now what is happening? The seeds will get dispersed from the parent plant, and it moves from one place to another. The scattering of seeds away from the parent plant. The scattering of seeds away from the parent plant is called as dispersal. It was done by many natural agents. Okay, these are some of the agents which are responsible for the dispersal of seeds. Okay, so what is happening? These agents will disperse the seed from the own parent plant. What are these agents? Wind, water, birds and insects, animals. Wind, water, birds and insects and animals. So these agents will disperse the seeds from the parent plant, and the seeds get dispersed and it will grows into a new plant. Okay, let us see all these agents in brief. The first one, the seed get dispersed by wind. Okay, by wind. Some seeds are light and have special hairs or wings in it. So look at this picture. This type of seed, okay, this name is called as dandelion. This type of seed, this type of flower is having seeds like this. See, this is the seed of it. See, these brown color things is called as the seed. It is having a special feature called a soft hair around it. What is happening when the wind blows little faster? This white color hairy like structure will remove from the flower and it will fly from one area to another. And what is happening? It will fly and go and settle down in one place. And in that place, that seed will grows into a new plant. Okay, from this is the parent plant. From this parent plant, the seeds are get dispersed by wind. Okay, for example, this is called as dandelion and this is called as cotton. Okay, this is a cotton, and the fruits will burst and this cotton will comes out from the seed. Okay, and these are the seeds. It will fly and go and settle down in a place. It will move from one place to another, and in that place it will starts to grow into a new plant. And this is called as maple seed. This is called as maple seed. See here, it is having a wing like structure, hairs around it. See here, look, wings or hair like structure. So it is this kind of seed is having wings around it. What is happening when the fruits become ripened? This seed will fly to some place by the wind. When the wind blows up, this seed will flies to another place and goes and fell down. In that place, it will starts to grow as a new plant. Okay, by wind. Dandelion, cotton, and maple seeds. They are light and have wings or hair which can carry the seeds. Some seeds are light and have special type of hair or wings around it. These help the seeds to be carried by the wind from one place to another. For example, cotton and dandelion seeds have tufts of hair around them. Tufts of hair is nothing but a group of hair around it. Okay, bunch of hair. See this picture. It is having a bunch of hair like structure around it. On the other hand, some seeds such as maple, hiptage having wings attached to them. These wings are very light and they can easily able to fly from one place to another. When the wind blows, heavily, these types of seeds will fly from one place to another and moves to other part. Okay, other place of a. The next is by water. How these seeds are get dispersed by water. The seeds and the fruits float in water and grows as a new plant in or near water. What is happening? The tree is near a water area. Okay, the seeds near a water area is there, means what will happen? The seeds, the fruit or the seed will fill in the water and the seeds will float in the water. See, look at the picture. This is the coconut. Okay, this coconut will float in the water and it will float from one place to another, and it will go and settle down in a place in the water area or near the water area. So how it will be able to float is nothing but the fibers inside the coconut fruit makes it to float. Okay, when we break a coconut fruit, we can able to see a lot of fibers present in it. Okay, lot of fibers will present in it. That lightweight fiber takes the fruit to move from one place to another. So the coconut fruit will travel a long distance from one place to another. So the fiber is very thick and it can able to float. Okay, and this is the seed of a lotus seed. The spongy lotus seed floats easily. This is a spongy layer. It will be like a sponge, so it can, and lightweight, so it can be easily float from one place to another. The water helps in dispersal of seeds and fruits of plants that grow in or near floating water. Such seeds or fruits can float on water. The lotus fruit is spongy and floats easily. So the fruit of the lotus is very spongy that can float easily in water. The coconut fruit is a hollow from inside, and it has a thick fiber coat. Okay, that inside that coconut which we are using in food. Okay, around that coconut there will be a thick fiber coating around it, so it helps the coconut to float from one place to another. The air trapped between the fibers makes it light, which enables it to float on water and travel around distance. So this coconut is surrounded by a thick outer layer. So inside there will be a lot of fibers and air present in it. So that air and the fibers helps to float the coconut from one place to another. So this is happening in the by the dispersal of water. And in case of lotus also, I had given only 2 examples, there are many examples also. In case of lotus also, it is a spongy layer. Okay, so it looks like a sponge and it can be easily float from one place to another. Now you are clear by the dispersal of seeds or fruits by water. Look at the picture once again. See the dispersal of animals and birds, dispersed by animals and birds. Now the seeds thrown by the humans get swallowed by birds and animals, which comes out through their waste material. Sometimes what we people are doing, mostly we are eating only the flesh of the fruits. We are just throwing the seeds present in the fruits. So these animals or birds, what it is going to do is, it will take that seed and it will swallow the seed, and that seed will comes out through their waste material. So that seeds are heavily coated, so it won't get damaged. Okay, for example, watermelon. We won't eat the seeds of the watermelon. We will just eat the flesh of the watermelon only. So these birds or small animals like squirrel and all, what it will do? It will take the seeds and it will starts to swallow the seeds. So the seeds will be get dispersed by the waste material. When a bird is swallowing a watermelon seed from one place, and it will flies and goes to some other place. In that place it will release that seed through its waste material, and after that what will happen, if any rain comes, means that seed will get sown in the soil, and the continuous rain comes means that's in that seed the germination takes place. Likewise, the animals and birds also responsible for the dispersal of seeds through it. These are some of the examples: watermelon, lemon, apple, and many fruits are there. These are some of the examples by which the animals and birds disperse the seeds through it. Okay, now are you clear about it? Yes. Some seeds such as xanthium, spear grass have hooks over it. They stick to the hairy skin of animals or cloths of human and are carried to far away places. Some seeds will be having hook-like structure in it. What is happening when we are walking through that plants means the seed gets sticked in our cloths. Many of them had that experience, I think so. Small seeds will get sticked to our clothes. When we move from one place to another or by washing our clothes means what is happening? The seeds will fall down from the cloth and it will goes along in the water and get deposited in some other area. And in case of animals also, the seeds get sticked to the soft furry hair of the animal. See, look at the picture here. These are some of these seeds sticked to the hair of the dog. Okay, so when the dog moves from one place to another, this seed will fall down and grows as a new plant. Okay, are you clear about it? Seeds of plants such as xanthium, speargrass, tiger nail have hooks or spines. Hooks or hook-like structure or spine-like structure in it. They stick to the hairy skin of animals or clothes of human and are carried to far away places. Okay, now are you clear about it? This is also a type of dispersal of seeds only. Okay, and the next is explosion of fruits. Explosion of fruits is nothing but it won't involve any animals or birds or water. It will just explode by its energy. Some fruits burst open when they become dry due to the force of explosion. Okay, so what is happening? The fruits will become ripe and after some days it will become dry. After becoming dry, it will start explode due to the force of explosion. The seeds scatter away due to the force. By the force of explosion, what is happening? The seeds get scattered away and it will fill to some other places. It will also helps in the dispersal only. So it helps the seeds to scatter away. Example, pea pod, balsam seed, etc. Okay, now look at these pictures. This is a balsam seed and this is a pea pod. And what is happening when the seed becomes ripe and dry? Automatically, without any help, the seeds get burst due to the force of explosion. Because of that force, fast force, the seeds get dispersed to some other areas. Like I see, this is also a dispersal of seeds. See, look at these pictures. These are also the dispersal of seeds. Okay, so these seeds get scattered from the mother plant to some other plant, some other place, and in that place these seeds will starts to grow as a new plant. And this is an example. This is the geranium. Okay, see, these are the seeds present in it. Pea pod, balsam. Due to the force of explosion, it occurs naturally without anyone's help. Okay, now are you everyone clear about it? So far we had seen about the stages of seed germination and dispersal of seeds by the natural agents and the explosion of fruits. Okay, now I am giving you a small activity you can done easily in your home. Okay, with the things in your home itself you can do it. Soak a few bean seed in water for a day and keep in sunlight. Bean seed or some other seed you just soak in a water and keep it in sunlight. Observe the seeds after a day. What did you observe? Okay, you should want to take a cup, small cup, and pour some water and put some seeds, any seeds, bean seeds or some other seeds, you can put it in the water. Okay, and you should want to keep it in the sunlight. What will happening? Okay, this is the activity 1. And take another cup. Your activity 2 is take another cup of seeds. Put some soaked seeds in a bowl. Okay, soaked seeds means the seeds which you already keep it in the soaked for in the water before day or some other day. Old seeds. Okay, put some soaked seeds. Here you are putting the fresh seeds. Here you are putting the soaked seeds in a bowl and keep it inside a refrigerator for a day. Keep it in a refrigerator for a day. What will you observe? You do these 2 activities and write the answer. Activity 1, what did you observe? Note down in your note. And activity 2, you put the soaked seed and keep it in the refrigerator for a day and you observe what is happening. Okay, very easy activity. Only few seeds, 4 or 5 seeds you can soak it. A bean seed, a green gram, all those seed, anything you can soak it in the water. For the first activity you are going to soak the fresh seed. Okay, fresh seed. For the second activity you are going to soak, you are using the soaked seed which is already used. Okay, this is the activity I am giving to you. Thank you, students.